Hey everybody, this is Dougie's Art. Welcome to another art vlog. Oh man, it's been it's been a while since I've done one of these. Oh man. So about that weekly upload I said last time. I don't know, man, like things just got kind of crazy. I think you know how the year ended up. Like everything just got really crazy these last few years, and like it wasn't all necessarily bad. I think my brain started to really start making sense of things. Like it gave me a chance so that I could like step back and then like reevaluate a lot of stuff, which funny enough seems to be a big part of my art journey is reevaluating my mental state, my mental understanding of things. There's just so many things that I felt that I understood but I didn't quite understand, and a lot of stuff that I didn't understand that I didn't know why I didn't understand. And understand it. I'm sorry. I'm dying. I'm not dying. Calm down. But I guess one of the biggest, well, we'll just have a little chat this episode. But I do want to bring the art vlog back. I guess I'll put my tunes on. I'm listening to some StarCraft. I'm gonna edit and post because I don't know, post-editing. I like to do a little bit of post-editing. I'm going to be working live this time. Oh, no. Doug doing live on YouTube. Except it's not live. It's... Wait, what? Live is, like, actually live now. I'll be drawing while I talk. And, you know, as I always do, I encourage you, pull out a piece of paper. We'll draw together. That's kind of what I want these art vlogs to be. I look at YouTube. I look at a lot of the online entertainment and stuff. I gotta actually draw. I was looking at my ceiling while I was talking. I look at a lot of online entertainment and stuff, and I just feel like everything is so fast nowadays. And I don't know if I necessarily think that's a bad thing. Like, I think it's cool. Like, I love, like, meme compilations. I love meme compilations. I love all that fun stuff. But, I feel like I'm really striving for some of that slow, slow burn content. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like everywhere is like fast. Look how many things I can fit in this video. Look how many things I can do this. And I'm like, man, slow down, please. And of course, this isn't all cases. Like, sometimes I would like to have some type of information quick. Give it to me quick. But, I don't know. I just feel like there's still a market for slower content. Like, I've really been like desiring something that's a little bit slower. Maybe it's because I'm getting a little older. Maybe it's because I don't know, man. Just it's weird. But I really like that type of slower content, like slow burn content. I want to know the journey. I want to know how things got to from one place to another. The one place I started noticing this more, a lot more, I like to watch a lot of Smash Brothers games. Like, I'm big on Smash Brothers tournaments. Oh man. I'll leave a link to the YouTube channel that I follow. I'm not subscribed to them because I don't watch all their stuff, and they upload all the freaking time. I would never leave their channel if I watched everything they did. But I I like watching that stuff because they show like the entire match. The entire StarCraft match. Did I say StarCraft? How have I been saying StarCraft? Smash Brothers. The entire Smash Brothers. It's been a while since I've talked like this. Give me a break. Give me a break. But I love watching the entire Smash Brothers match. I just think it's so fun. You get to see the highs and the lows, the excitement, and there's so many highlight channels. And you know, nothing against the highlight channels, like they're doing a good job at what they do, but like they cut out like the entire story. Like you don't get to really know the players, you don't get to really know how exactly they got from one place to another, you know? And yeah, I run into these YouTube channels, the highlight channels. And like I said, you know, they do good. They got their audiences, like they're really popular. And that's cool. I don't have anything against that, but that got me to look at like just how fast everything is nowadays. And like with these art tutorials, art content, everything's fast. Learn how to draw fast, learn how to do everything fast, and like I get it. I get it. I wish I knew how to draw fast. I wish I knew how to do all this stuff fast. But like there's no slow content. You just kind of relax and you know, have a good time and enjoy it, I guess. There's a lot of non-enjoyment with art and creativity and stuff nowadays. And I don't blame them because like I'm learning, I'm continuing my art journey, right? Like I'm continuing my art journey. Make sure I'm not actually live. That'd be weird. I actually clicked the live button. Don't worry, guys. Live streams are gonna be coming back sometime soon this year. I have a lot of big plans for 2022. I have a lot of big plans for 2022, and streaming is one of them. I want to come back to streaming. I want to have a good time. Have I explained what I'm doing on here? I'm drawing from reference. I'm drawing from reference from Yoshinari. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I'll bring it around. I'll bring it around to that point. But I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out how it is that I was going to do this channel. I think the last time I talked on here, I mentioned how I wanted to bring this channel back to be, you know, about me. Like about my journey as an artist. That's the entire point of the whole Doggies art thing, was to share my journey as an artist. Like that was the reason I made it. That was the reason I do my stuff, is to share that journey, right? But I kind of got caught up in wanting to like every video I started making, I was like, oh, I gotta have some big important point to it. But I don't think that's not the healthiest way to think of your own art journey. Thinking of it as like big points. Like big points can happen, and they do, right? Big points can happen. Like big things can happen. Big things can happen. Big, exciting things worth noting, but that shouldn't be the only time. That shouldn't be the only time, you know, I make a video, because like a lot about art is just continuing the journey. It's continuing the journey, continuing, you know, just trying to improve, trying to have fun with it. That's a big thing too, is trying to have fun with it. And but yeah, like that was my big revelation, was like, just I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't aim for those big videos. I should just share the journey. Like, I think that's more akin to what it is that I wanted to do with this doggy's art in general, was just share it. And like right now, I could talk about what I'm doing right now. I came to a big realization. I was watching a couple of people that do like my drawing progress in however many years. Like they said, like, I started drawing this date. Look at the progress I've made. And I noticed that so much of their progress came from, I guess, output, strategized output, and creativity, and like following the things that they wanted to do. Like, there was so much fan work that they did, and like they would talk about the characters. They're like, oh, I love this character from this series and this show, and like they improved so much. Like the amount that I would see them improve from one drawing to another was pretty crazy. So they like had that excitement. They had that excitement for wanting to draw more stuff, right? Like they were invested in the characters that they drew. And so I want to try doing that. I want to focus more on like fan art and studying, like genuinely studying artists that I really, really admire. Like this picture that I'm doing right now, this is, well, you probably I forgot about titles. You probably read the title. This is Yoshinari. I'm studying some of his artwork, how he does his shapes, how he does his characters. Right now I just pulled open a random thing of his, and that's kind of been what I've been doing. Is really just wanting to really invest my time into this, see where it goes, talk about the journey. There's a lot of stuff that I just want to talk about. Like I said, like not everything in art is glamorous, not everything in art is massive and important, and sometimes it is slow, sometimes it is boring, sometimes it is less entertaining than other times. And another funny enough, another reason I'm doing this is because there's a couple of friends of mine. I don't want to start naming them because I'll forget someone, then I'll feel bad. If you're one of those friends, you're welcome to mention it in the comments. But there's a couple of people that are like, Doggy, just make stuff. Make your art stuff. We just want to hear you talk, Doggy. we just want to hear you talk. So I figured, you know, I'm no professional yet. We'll say yet. That's a fun. I'm not professional yet. But like, there's a lot that I can talk about. And if people are willing to listen to what it is that I have to say, cool, man. Cool. Good stuff. So that's kind of what these videos are gonna be. We just kind of sit here and relax and, you know, have a good chat. I'll talk about fun little things I've noticed in my art, and you get a drawing buddy for a couple of minutes. I say I want to do these. I'm going to say once a week again. I say once a week again, but we'll definitely see what happens. But like I said, oh man, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good about this year. I came off of 2021. 2021 was kind of a rough year. I think it was for a lot of people. But I made some really deep, I think, meaningful mental shifts and things. But probably the biggest weight off of my back was, oh man, I meant to mention this at the start of the video, but, Mom got her, cancer tests done in November, and they came back and they said that the medication's working. That's been one of the biggest challenging things, was like just dealing with that. But like finding out that the medication's working, the cancer's shrinking, it's just like the biggest. Oh man, I can't even explain how big of a weight has been lifted from my shoulders because of that. So I don't want that energy and excitement to go to waste. Like, I'm feeling far better than I have in a really, really long time. I'm feeling far better creatively. I'm feeling far better mentally than I have in a really long time. And I want to take advantage of that. Because I used to be... Oh, man. I always talk about how I used to be. Some people don't like that, and I'm sorry. Some people say, Doggy, don't do that. But it's hard not to, you know? It's hard not to. Because, like, it used to be. but I'll mention it this time because I think I can bring it around to a positive message. That I used to be very productive. And I never felt like I hit my peak in output, I guess. Even though I was doing some pretty crazy stuff at the time. And I'm at the best place I've been in a really long time, and I'm hoping I can reach some of that now. Like, of course, we'll see what happens. I'm not, like, holding that as some kind of gold standard that I expect to hit. But, you know, I've done it before. And I think it'd be kind of cool if I did it again. But even if I don't, even if I'm not able to hit, like, some crazy, whatever the heck I did before, 2 videos a day, I still remember. Even if I can't hit that, because, like, I'm doing so much more now, right? I'm doing so much more now than I was back then. Back then, I was mainly just focusing on game, what was it, Let's Play videos. And, like, I don't see a lot of the stuff particularly that much harder than the Let's Play stuff. But if I can't hit the 2 videos a day, that's fine. I'm not aiming for that. But anything is better than nothing. So that's kind of the mindset I'm coming into this with, is anything's better than nothing. We'll see what happens. I got a lot of really, really good ideas for 2022. I think it's going to be a good year. I'm looking forward to seeing how things play out. I got a good idea. I got a good plan. I got a good plan. And hey, you know, I encourage you to get a good plan as well. Like, I know, I freaking know, New Year resolutions are kind of like, meh, whatever. But I think they're good. I think there's a lot that we can, kind of learn from New Year resolutions. New Year resolutions kind of give us that perspective of the things that we want to better ourselves with. Like, it gives us an idea. It's like, man, it'd be cool if I could do this, right? It'd be cool if I could do that. And, you know, like, a lot of times we'll get, like, a couple of weeks into it. If we're lucky. If we're lucky, we'll get a couple of weeks into it. And then, like, fall off. And be like, oh, well, I tried. And that's fine, right? At least you tried. At least you tried. Like, that's not even a snarky comment. Not even a crazy little joke. At least you tried. That's good. Like, a lot of people don't even try. They're just like, oh. And they have their own reasons too, right? Like, you know, life's hard. Life's one of those hard things. I think we're all trying to some extent. We're all definitely trying. So even if you're quote unquote not trying, you're still trying. That's okay. We all only want what's best for us. And I want to become a better artist, man. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes effort. I think I'm more ready to achieve that now than I've ever been. It's been a while since I've done anything like this. What does my stream even look like? Not stream, my screen. You guys can see? Okay, good. Like I said, I'm studying Yoshinari. I kind of feel like I'm having a little bit of an off day art-wise today. But, we're just gonna study, like, man. Like, I might do some Yoshinari today. I might do some Merrill Cartwright tomorrow. I encourage you to get a nice list of the art styles and people that you like, man. Let's make this a cool year. One of the cool things about YouTube is that, and I've always liked YouTube for this reason, one of the cool things about YouTube is that, you know, the video's not going anywhere. If you see it in your sub box, you don't have to do anything right away. Like, you can come back later. You see it, and you're like, oh man, Ducky wants me to draw along? Oh boy, oh boy. I can't do it now, but I can do it later. I'm noticing the face is tilted a little differently in Yoshinari's sketch, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We got kind of close. I like it. But the idea is just to do more. More studying. More analyzing the reference. It's not something I do. And I think it's a heck of a lot more important than I ever gave it credit for. Really. If I'm honest. And just, you know, just do the effort. Watching those videos, man. Watching those videos of the people that share their art journey, it's like they got good so quickly. And it's like, dude, how the what? And of course, I'm not expecting to get good quickly. I'm trying to give as little expectation as possible, yeah. I'm trying to get as little expectation as possible. Because I just want to have fun with my art. That's always been my end goal, is to get to a point where I can just have fun with it. Just play with it, you know? If I have an idea that I want to do, I can just do it. And of course, I'm no perfectionist. I'm the opposite of a perfectionist. But, like, I think, hang on, I think it's attainable. I think it is okay to strive to just have fun with a medium. I'm very much the same way with game dev stuff. I just want to have fun with it. I want to get to a point where I'm comfortable with making stuff. His arms. There we go. Something I did notice, and this is like a big different thing for me. I've noticed I'm able to see my art a lot better. Like when something's not right, or it's different, I can kind of see what's wrong with it. Now, fixing it's might be a little bit different of a story, but like I can kind of see the shapes a little better. Like I'm getting there. I think overall one of my biggest hurdles has been, and to be fair, a lot of people told me this. Has been my consistency. I'm a very inconsistent person. But I know, I think like we've established already that the last few years have been anything but normal. So, you know, it's an excuse, but I think it's a pretty good one. I think 2020 and 2021 are pretty good excuses. I think they're pretty good excuses. But you know, some people were able to make amazing things during that time. Good for them, man. Like, good for you. Good for you. If you were able to stay consistent during that time, hats off to you. That is amazing. I'm very happy for you. But we're getting it. Yeah, we're getting it. We're going. We're starting 2021 in a pretty good state. 2022. I'm sorry. I might say that a lot. Context is important. 2021 was a year, but not this year. That was last year. I don't know about this little pose I'm doing, though. I drew a tiny bit earlier tonight. I colored a picture I did the other night. So maybe I'm a little worn out a bit, but I'm doing it. Carry it on. We're gonna finish this one. Maybe. Maybe. It's all about the effort. Give it an honest effort. I've always said that's what's most important, is the effort that you put in. Because if you don't put in effort, you're not gonna get anywhere. I mean, you might. Never say never, right? But I think if you try your hardest and put in as best as you can, I think it's at least a little bit more justified in having strong emotions towards something. I try to not have strong emotions towards things like my art. I try to just kind of look at it as it is what it is. Shogunai, my favorite Japanese saying. Shogunai. It cannot be helped. It is what it is. But what can be helped is the amount of effort that's put into something. The amount of effort that's put into something. Like you can tell. Now, it's always a little finicky. There's always nuanced details and things, right? Like, what the heck is the world doing? But maybe not. I don't know. What are these legs? He's got some weird little legs. I think the toes are up a little bit higher, though. There we go. And this is up a little bit higher too. There we go. Nice. Very nice, very nice. And then this little foot goes like that. But I'm looking forward to doing these videos every now and then. Just talk. They might not always even have specific time frames. But if you just need someone to draw with, don't particularly care what he's saying. I got you. We'll see what happens. I'm doing a lot of drawing outside of these. Like, this isn't gonna be my only drawing. Like, I plan to very much continue. And like I said, I do want to start streaming again. Jeez. Let me see. It's a little... I think we'll scoot this one up a tiny bit. It's just weird feet. Weird feet. I think he's got the weight on the right leg. Or I guess left leg in his case. Very nice. Very nice. But my end goal is to... They always say, right? They always say, getting better is a bad, just getting better is a bad New Year resolution, but I don't know. I kind of have an idea of the areas that I do want to get better in. But that's another crazy thing, huh? This is like a whole other topic for maybe a whole other video that I was thinking about. Is like, my brain has a really weird way of like distracting me from things that I've really wanted to do. And this year, I think game development is gonna be one of my biggest focuses. Game development. Like, how crazy is that? Game development? What? I kind of dabbled in it the last few years. And, I don't know. I think I'm just ready to really dive into it. Like, studying 3D models. I'm a big fan of 3D stuff. Oh, man. Whenever I start doing more of that, I'll definitely do some 3D model videos. Maybe even tutorials. There's a couple of little areas that I think might be helpful to people that are just barely kind of getting in on it. But what was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought. I guess the bad thing about talking and not streaming is I don't have the chat to say you were talking about squirrels, doggy. You were talking about squirrels. Go back to squirrels. You were making a squirrel analogy. That's okay. Let's talk about art. Let's talk about 3D. My game development's gonna be my main focus this year. Because, man, I don't think there's a better time to start learning game design, game development. Like, there's so many resources everywhere. It's like, I don't even have an excuse now. I don't even have an excuse. If I want to know how to do something, it's literally a Google search away. And there's all kinds of communities and... there's all kinds of communities and people and places and things, and it's easier now than ever, especially with like all these engines and stuff. I just feel like such an outcast in the game dev scene. I feel like such an outcast there, man. Like I think I'll fit in. I think I'll fit in eventually, but I got an interesting approach that I just don't ever see. There's a lot of other people that think very differently than I do about game design. And that's okay. They got their reasons. They got their experience, they got their reasons, they got their, you know, all that stuff. Look at that. Look at that. I wasn't expecting to do a video this long. How long have we been going? We've been going a bit, haven't we? Oh, 36 minutes? That's not too bad, I guess. I didn't do as much construction lines as I meant to do with this one. Come on, guys. I'm just getting used to all this again. Give me a break. But one of my big plans is to do a lot more studying of styles I like. Do a lot more master studies of artists that I like. Try to understand their shape language. But I also want to study like traditional lessons and stuff as well, yeah? Have that going on the side. Do like head studies. There was a video by, oh gosh, who was that? Cynics. I was watching a Cynics video on the skull, and I did one about the shoulder. Talk about the shoulder muscles. So like I have a kind of an idea of how the shoulder muscles work. But I think if I had one criticism for myself, I think if I had one genuine criticism for myself, it's that I didn't spend enough time in each individual topic. You guys know I've gone through most of one of Michael Hampton's books. I went through most of his stuff. I don't think I really studied it though. Like I went through it. I remembered some concepts. Like I kind of studied. Maybe it doesn't matter so much. Maybe the fact that I'm just doing stuff is what's most important. In fact, you know, I'm 100% sure that is the most important thing, is just doing more. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Everyone that's ever become amazing artists have always had that consistency to them. I'm learning a lot about like line control and just drawing in general too. Like these are studies right here. But they're fun. Like, man, look at this. This didn't exist before I did it. I mean, I guess it technically did. I'm studying. I'm studying. Cut his head off. Shift it left a little bit. Maybe down. Down a lot. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. That's cool. That's what we did today. I hope you guys continue your art journey as well, man. I hope you continue. Keep doing art stuff. Keep following your dreams. Let's make 2022 a great year. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for the stuff. But my voice is kind of running out. I do want these to come out at least once a week. This one was supposed to come out yesterday, but... What happened yesterday? I slept all day. My year's technically starting a little bit later than the first. I had some things happen. The year got postponed a tiny bit, but like we're starting. 2022. I just miss these types of videos, like slower form content, man. I feel like everything's just so fast now. So fast. There we go. Something like that. He did this shoe in a weird way. It wasn't quite matching this one, so I fixed it. You're welcome, yo Yoshinari. That's gonna be it for the video, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. I guess it helps the algorithm. I don't know. Who knows with YouTube anymore? I'd love to hear your New Year resolutions. Like, what are some things you want to accomplish this year? I just want to draw more. Draw more, create more, study more. Did a really bad job. Did a really bad job the last year. But like I said, again, understandable. Understandable. I can show you the studies I did yesterday before we go. I did these same Yoshinari sketches. I think these turned out really nice. Really nice. Like, look at this one. Shanzi said this one looked like Nona, so I tried to make it into Nona. Then I drew this one. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Very good. I gotta draw Nona more. Nona's the best. Working on my stories too. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about my stories. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff coming. Good stuff coming, guys. I might do a couple more off camera, just because talking and drawing is it's a thing. But I feel like I do tend to draw a little bit better when I'm not talking. But I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great year. Happy New Year, everybody. I'll see you next time. 43 minutes, jeez. Good job, everybody. Take it easy. Goodbye.